Alright, so there's that one, and then I've got another one preset here. We've got the 6505 with some chorus. Okay. Post gain, there's not a lot of gain, there's a lot of volume on the pre-gain. Cool stuff that we can do with this amp. Now I'm going to come over here back this way and change the channel to B. Okay, now I'm on the B channel. If I flip back to 1, we've got 4 more presets we can work with. This one's set to Brit, and there's no effects happening here. Brit, this is a good sound for, you know, like what is that, Sunshine of Your Love. Okay, so a lot of that, you know, kind of British sound. It's if you look at the paper here, see what some of these are modeled after. I think it actually says what the names of these are. Let me look at them here real quick. Let's see. There's actually a cool feature I forgot about. It says here, in order to keep, let's see, to keep our amps from getting bored when they're not doing anything, there's this crazy light show where the lights start spinning and things like that. If you're not doing anything, when you plug your guitar into the amp, the light show stops. So if I took this out, it's probably going to, it starts its own little screensaver type light show thing or whatever. It'll remain on for the remainder of our session when I plug the cable back in. Let's see. So I may have already disabled that, but there's it says buttons 3 and 4 wherever that is. But yeah, you'll get the hang of it whenever you. And I don't know anything about the new Vypyr ones. I'd like to have one. I know that. I don't know anything about the new one though. All right, so the amp encoders. So we have Brit. It actually shows what all these are. Twin is kind of like a Fender Twin Reverb. Deluxe, it's a vintage tweed sound. Plexi, it's a classic rock tone. Brit is the sound of a British invasion, it says. A B-Cat is a Class A model, refers to a more modern rock distortion with a unique tone stack. The Peavey Classic 50 is one of the most successful amps of all time. So that's this one down here, the Classic. It's one of the most successful of all time. It's got responsive gain, structure, and a warm, punchy tone. And they're revered by gritty blues benders, chicken pig, and country cats, and Nouveau Stones rockers alike. Okay, so Classic is more of a bluesy slash, you know, maybe crunchy country. The Triple X is considered by many the ultimate tone machine. As hot as the name implies, the Triple X rips. An amp not for the faint of heart. Ultra and crunch channels utilize active bottom, body, and hair. Low, mid, high controls. The JSX, Peavey and Joe Satriani set out to create an amplifier that would give the widest range of EQ options and gain structures possible. 6505. These amps are the undisputed go-to guitar amps for scores of rock, hardcore, and metal bands due to their raw tone, relentless power, and road-proven reliability. The 6505 is still the unquestionable choice for an ever-expanding list of endorsers and has become the sound of metal the world over. So that's, you know, the 6505 is one of the most popular amps of all time. The Rec is a high-gain amp model. My guess is it's based off a Mesa Boogie rectifier. It's got a smooth, almost liquid distortion. Although the amp doesn't have quite the gain of the 6505, it still has unique tone characteristics that some players find desirable. The K-Stein is similar to the Rec, but with unique characteristics due to the 5881 power tubes in the model amplifier. And the Diesel is a unique high gain amplifier with a distinct bump in the low end around 80 Hertz. Okay, so we've got all these different things that it talks about. So let's just play a bit more. I notice my battery's about to die on me, so I've got to hurry up with this video here. That's the Brit. Let's go to the Classic, see what it sounds like here. Good sounding amp. Alright, let's go to number 2 here on the preset, see what I got. As you can see, we've got a pitch shifter on here, and if I change this, it'll change the parameters. Here is probably the octave, which octave I'm going to play. That's the first one. The second one is how much of the original note is blended with the pitch shifted note. Okay, so I can tone that down, put it right about in the middle. If I want to change it back to what it was, I just hit this button again, and we're back to where it was. Okay, so, and the amp here is a rectifier. Let's go to 3. Now we've got a Triple X again with a tube screamer. That is some punch. Okay, so there's not any reverb in that at all. No delay, and it's sad that we can't have tube screamer and chorus and some of these other ones, so that's kind of my bummer about that. Let's go to this next one here. Once again, we got the Triple X, and now we've got, oh, was that 4 there? Let's see. So this is the same deal, tube screamer and everything else, except now we have, oh no, actually it's the Classic. So the previous one was the Triple X, and this one's a Classic. Okay, once again, we can at any time come to the clean channel by pressing that button. We still have the tube screamer, so we may have more bluesy sound. Okay, if I turn the tube screamer on, or go to edit mode, level and distortion, again, all that stuff. I can change the level of the so if I want more distortion, I can do that. Remember, these are the effects knobs that adjust the effects level here. Alright, let's go to the last channel, which is C, and see what we got going on over here on number 1. So it takes me to the 6505 with an octaver. This is one of my favorite ones. Now, before I go any further, this is not necessarily what's going to be on the amp when you get it. This, I may have adjusted some settings on my own. Like I said, I've had this amp for 3 years, so chances are I've adjusted the settings on my own. So you can adjust your settings your own self. And before you, I forget, this is a tap tempo. It tells me what the delay is, so I can actually tap that, and that delay will happen accordingly. So that's how I would set my delay you know, how fast it goes or whatever. All right, so let's get back to this. So that's a lot of octave in there, and once again you can tap the edit mode and you can change how saturated it is and how many octaves you want it to go. Alright, number 2 here, we were back to twin with nothing happening, probably a lot of reverb. A little bit of delay there. Okay, 3, 6505 with some auto wah envelope filter. Once again, I can change how much wah and how big the sweep is here. Let's play around with that a little bit. What it sounds like if I just move it off. Nice. Let's see what the low sweep here does. This is the second parameter. And then we boost it all the way up. Once again, if I don't like that, I can press 3 again with that previous preset, and that goes back to what it was. Okay. And number 4, we have a case time and a tube screamer, so that's why it's so much buzz going on. Okay, let's make it sound a little more 80s. Let's crank the chorus up. A little bit more right there. Let's get some reverb going on, so we'll crank the reverb up over here. Let's get a lot of reverb here. So that's 3 o'clock. And we got some good bass going on. Let's scoop out the mids, add a little more highs for harmonics, and create our own sound. It's as easy as that. Let's add a little delay. So the delay is completely off, so I'm going to put the feedback level a little bit here, put a little bit of level on the delay, and now we can put some delay in there. I want to hear more of it. Actually, that's the level I need. Okay, and I can tap my level, see how much I want. Okay, and you know, just some other stuff. They got slapback delay here. Okay, I can do some reverse delay. Make it a little bit. Okay, so there's all kinds of good things you can do. I wish I had more time, but this has been a long enough video. I think you get the idea of it. Before my battery dies, I'm going to say thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever it may be. Check out the Peavey Vypyr series, and see, you know, just check them out. This is the original series. They've got a whole new series out now that I'd highly recommend as well, especially if it's anything as good sounding as this one. Check out secretsofTexasBluesGuitar.com for more information on electric guitar lead playing that I've been playing today, some of this stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless, and keep on playing.